Very good evening to all of you. So we missed the morning schedule today. 40 minutes of recording for business head is there. Please watch that. That is a live class. Excuse me. So what we have studied in the morning is expenses, which is not allowed. Okay. And I've already started with add less format. So for the same, I'm continuing now. Okay. Till I switch on the live chat and all, one request to all of you, so please make sure that you all join the Telegram group or YouTube. If you subscribe, you will be able to see the community, YouTube community of concept classes, because sometimes if suddenly there's a change in schedule or there's power cut because of the ongoing festival, I can't help it, but I've promised to complete the portion on time. So we will be taking class in the evening like this from 6 to 8. Okay. Today it will go until 8:15. And we have pearls of wisdom from our student who qualified 4 years back. And just listen to her. But at the end, she's also having job. So she'll join after her class. Shall we continue now? Yes. If you have missed the morning part, make sure you check it and join the Telegram. In every video in the description, Telegram link is there. Just join from there. Okay. Right. Sure. I have completed everything. Look at the screen and I'm giving you the format on how to solve the business head problem, which comes mandatory in CMA and CA exam for 14 marks. And for final students also coming 15-20 minutes is very helpful, because when you do the MAT and regular income combined problem, you need to know this formula. So always, like, how do you start house property, dear students? GAV less municipal taxes, NAV, है ना? So वैसे ही, how will you start the business head problems? Already through books of accounts, P&L account is prepared, which is showing a net profit of 10 rupees. GP 50, expenses 40 and net profit 10. Now I have given you first example in the morning that expenses 40 include personal expenses 5 rupees or capital expenses. No, business head only business related expense should come. Personal expense or capital expense or expenses related to other heads you cannot debit here. So it is not allowed. 5 rupees is not allowed. Reduce the expense. When you reduce the expense, what's the impact on profit? Profit will increase. Okay, right. So I have done net profit as per P&L account. Add expenses which are debited in books of accounts, but not allowed or disallowed. What are they? Depreciation as per books of accounts, personal expense, capital expense, expenses related to other head. These are the expenses which is debited, but it is not allowed. Chale aage? Right. Now I'm going to example 2. All the examples are different. So just pay attention, check with me. In the P&L account, say this is GP 50. This is expenses 40. Here the net profit is 15. And in P&L account credit side, say they have written dividend received 3 rupees. Rent received 2 rupees. How is the example? Samajh mein aa raha hai? Dividend received, rent received, all is credited in the P&L account by the accountant. Bank account debit, bank mein dal diya, dividend aaya, le liya. Rent received, like this. These are incomes. Either they are taxable in other heads or they are not taxable at all. So what I should do? Remove. If I remove these incomes which are not related to business, what is the impact on the net profit? Net profit kam ho jayega 3 rupees or 2 rupees se. Yes, all clear to all of you? Right. So this is the way we will check. I am writing here example 2, dividend received rupees 3, rent received rupees 2. This is credited in P&L account. But is this my business income? No. Rent received is taxable under house property. Dividend received is taxable under other source. And there may be some income which are not taxable at all. So what you are going to do here in the P&L account credit side, if I call it as kachra. So what is kachra? Something extra which has got nothing to do with our net profit. Nikal do. So if you remove, what's the impact on profit? Profit is 15 because 5 rupees is included. Now you remove. This is a foolproof method, little long. I may take 15 minutes, but sure you'll be able to solve all the problems very nicely. So now I'm leaving some lines and I'm writing in less. Income credited in P&L account. Income credited in P&L account, not related to business income. Income credited in the P&L account, but usko business se koi lena dena nahi hai. Example, dividend received. Okay, it's income, but income from other sources. Rent received. Dividend received hai, आपका rent received है, और या फिर profit on sale of asset. Profit on sale of asset, I did say, what is it treated as? Short-term capital gain. Done? Correct, all of you? Right. So remove that income, reduce your profit from 15 and make it as 10. Is this clear to you? Third example you write down. P&L account debit, GP is 50, expenses are 40, net profit is 10. In this, certain example 3, depreciation as per section 32 is rupees 2, not considered. You know, certain expenses are allowed in business head, like scientific research, 35 AD, capital expenditure. 1 second, huh, dear student. Thank you for waiting. Chalo. So certain expenditures are allowed under business head. Yeah. But they are not considered. Like 2 rupees is the depreciation you have calculated as per the block of asset method. Depreciation as per books, so you will add back, disallowed. First example mein aa gaya. So whatever depreciation is allowed or 35 AD capital expenditure allowed, if you deduct it, what's the impact on profit? Profit will reduce. So less. Are you getting? Profit will reduce, no? Expenses allowed under business head. Certain expenses are allowed under business head, not considered. So now you consider, if you consider now, what is the impact on the profit? Profit will reduce. Can we write example? Best is depreciation as per Income Tax Act. It might take 10 minutes to write this format, but it is worth writing. ठीक है? तो लिखो आप लोग सब ये format मेरे साथ. Because even if there are 10 items to be added and 4 items to be deducted in exam, everything will be covered in these 4 items. So expenses which are allowed under business head, not considered, now you consider. So if you consider, what's the impact on profit? Profit will reduce. Depreciation as per Income Tax Act. और क्या आएगा आपका? Discount received. depreciation as per Income Tax Act, discount received. Say I have purchased from someone 100 rupees and I have paid him 97 rupees in the full and final settlement. Am I going to pay 3 rupees? No. So put 3 rupees in discount received and close. Now discount received, is it your business income? Answer is yes. So we will consider. Okay? And last now, example 4. Oh, discount received is example 4. Yahan nahi aayega. Depreciation as per income tax likho, really sorry. And 35 AD expenditure. You remember what is 35 AD, dear students? Specified business. So specified business expense. Is that allowed? Yes. Revenue and all. Okay. Now example 4. Suppose I have creditors. I have purchased 100 rupees and I made them payment through bank 97. Am I going to pay 3 rupees? No. Can I put in discount received and close? Is discount received my business income? Yes. Now, if I consider discount received here, what's the impact on the profit? The profit will increase by 3 rupees. Yes, right? Then add it. Business income not considered. Now you consider it. For example, some government grant received. You know, business से related आपको कुछ grant मिला है या फिर discount received and you didn't consider. So consider it, dear students. If you consider what's the impact on the profit, profit will increase. That's all for this. Is this clear to all of you? Net profit as per profit and loss account. Add expenses which are debited but not allowed, disallowed. तो expense disallow होगा तो expense कम होगा तो profit क्या हो जाएगा? बढ़ जाएगा. तो depreciation as per books, personal capital, these are all not allowed. Not allowed, but you debited in P&L account, scratch it. Increase the profit. Business income, if not considered, consider it. Less. In the P&L account, if you have credited certain income which is either exempt or it's taxable under other head, like profit on sale of asset is taxable under short-term capital gain. Dividend received is taxable under other source. So just remove it. Expenses which are allowed under business head, like depreciation as per Income Tax Act, 35 AD, scientific research, le lo, consider it. Now what you get is your net profit or business income as per Income Tax Act. Over. Now, a very important note for all of you where students are confused. You know, in exam, they will give you that on 31st December, 50 diaries distributed to our customer. Is it allowed? Yes. Is it already debited in the P&L? Yes. तो add करूं या less करूं? कुछ भी नहीं करना है. I really want you all to note this. I'm just talking exactly, this is a fast track batch, but no concept I'll miss, and my emphasis is on the pitfalls जहां students गलती करते हैं. So write down example. I'm giving you example. Advertisement diaries distributed to datas and advertisement account debited in P&L. P&L में बिल्कुल advertisement debit कर दिया. और legal fees paid to advocate for filing return. Return या appeal या कुछ भी उसके लिए you have paid legal fees to advocate and you have debited to P&L. Yeah, ma'am, legal expenses are allowed and it is properly debited in the P&L account. So what we should do? What should we do? Ma'am, ऐसे लिखना है. हाँ, बिल्कुल ऐसे लिखना है. Add or less? Answer is nothing. Nothing means what? Write a note and leave. I really want you all to write this. Are you all with me? Is this point worth writing? Then put a comment. Even if you're watching it as a recording, comment below the video and tell me, have you followed this extra toppings? Huh? Check karo pura. So that we are ready to start the problems. All clear until now? So if they give you certain expenditure like advertisement के लिए ये किया, legal fees pay किया, and you feel like, ma'am, ये तो allowed है, business expense है, and they have properly debited in the P&L account, what you should do, add or less? Nothing. So just write a note and leave it. If this point is helpful, write down. I don't want you all to have a single confusion. अगर मैं आपको ये फॉर्मेट दे रही हूँ और आपको लग रहा है अभी भी आपके माइंड में कोई डाउट है, ask. Put your doubt in the live chat. I don't know, somehow earlier it used to replay का button तो on है, but live chat video के बाद दिख नहीं रही है. So even if you're watching it as recording, you can definitely comment below, dear students, if you have a doubt. So what is to be added back? Expenses which are debited and not allowed. What is to be deducted? Kachra. All income which is not related to business. Nikal do. ठीक है? Right. And so you get the add and less correct. Shall we now start with the problems? I think this format I have already given you on the Yera. Dekho. Net profit as per net profit as per P&L account, add expenses which are debited but not allowed. Personal expense, expense of other municipal taxes. Huh? Municipal taxes is allowed, but not in business head. Where? In house property. Chale aage. Income received related to business not credited. Add. Income is related to business, but you have not included, like discount received. To ab include kar lo. Less expenses which are allowed but not debited. For example, depreciation as per income tax to ab deduct kar lo. Less income which are credited in the P&L account, kachra, just remove it. You get business expense. Some expense which are debited in the P&L account and they are very well allowed. What you will do, add or less? Nothing. Just ignore with a note. So with this, are we ready to go? See, look at this. This is the format, net profit. Add capital expense, not allowed. Personal expense. Donations are not allowed as business expense. Donations, if they are proper, they are allowed in ATG deductions. Okay? Income tax, expenses disallowed. Under 40, that unreasonable payment to relative, payment in cash above 10,000, and for freight and all, transporter ko above 35,000. Amount which is transferred to reserves and provisions is not an expense. Depreciation as per books not allowed. Other expenses disallowed. Expenses of income which is taxable under other head. Like ghar ka municipal tax you have paid in the P&L account. So that's not allowed. Patent, copyrights and all these are intangible assets which are to be depreciated at 25%. So you can't put it in P&L. Preliminary expenses allowed only 1/5 every year. Income tax, add back. Why? Income tax is not allowed as expense. Employers' contribution in excess of 10% of salary and DA to pension scheme, not allowed. Fines and penalties are not allowed. Add back. Now, Amount credited to P&L account but not included under business income, like dividend income, where it should go other source. Rental income, bed debts recovered to the extent not allowed as deduction. Earlier only bed debts were not allowed, तो तभी disallow हुए थे, तो तभी add back होके taxable हो गए. Now when you receive, are you going to tax again? No. Income tax refund is not a business income, so remove. Income tax is not a business expense, add back. Income tax refund is not a business income, निकाल दो. Interest on income refund, income tax का जो refund आता है ना, उस पे interest जो मिलता है, that is very well taxable as income from other sources. You will really enjoy when I take total income problems, because there we will combine all the heads, deductions or tax. मजा आएगा. Capital gain निकाल दो. Gift above 50,000 is taxable, but where? In other source. GST and custom duty refund earlier not allowed as deduction. कभी-कभी GST and custom duty as an expense are disallowed. So when you get refund again, are you going to tax it? No. Interest on IT refund यहाँ से तो निकाल दो. It is taxable where? Income from other sources. Okay. Expenses which are allowed but not debited, like scientific research, 35 AD, कर दो less. Depreciation allowable as per income tax rules. ठीक है? So these are just two formats. Let us quickly begin with add and less problems. Okay? Chalo, I am taking up this problem. Exactly same problem is asked for 8 marks in CMA exam, and in CA exam this is asked for 6 marks. Earlier exam problem only it is. 19th problem we are doing now. Have you all taken a printout of this? हाँ? चलो जल्दी से, आज बिजनेस सेट खत्म कर लेंगे. God's grace, करंट नहीं जाना चाहिए. Very nice festival is going on Ganesh right now, but doesn't mean कि current जाते रहे, नहीं जाना चाहिए. If current goes on mobile phone, you cannot run the videos and live classes. So helplessly we need to close the class. 1 second, dear students. 19th problem we are doing now in class. Very nice problem it is. Mr. Shivam is a retail trader in Cochin. Gives the following trade details. Trading and P&L account is given to you. Sales, income from UTI and other receipts and closing stock and सब दिया है आपको. GP and salary and all. By mistake this has gone up actually. 1 second, dear students. ये जैसे salary है, rent है. By mistake ये एक step ऊपर चले गए. Okay, no problem. Chalo, we'll take care. And some adjustments are there. It was found some stocks were omitted, salary was paid unreasonable, and this and WDV and all. You are required to advise Mr. Shivam whether he can go for 44 AD. 44 AD मैंने नहीं पढ़ा है. So can we first compute business income for Shivam? Yeah. Now, how do you read this problem in exam to save time? Listen very carefully. My next 10-15 minutes explanation. Start with net profit 50,000. In the credit side, whatever is kachra, what is kachra? Income which is credited but it is not related to business. Kya kar do? Nikal do. So first read which side, dear students? Credit side. Then read the debit side and outrightly, like depreciation as per books, outrightly add back. कुछ अगर आपको लग रहा है loss on sale of shares, loss on sale of shares will come under which head? Capital gain. तो यहाँ पे क्या कर दो? So first read the credit side, remove. Then read the debit side, expenses which are debited, scratch. Reduce the expense. So impact on profit, increase. So add. You are wasting your time if you have not taken the printout from Telegram. Trust me when I'm saying hold your hand. On the left hand side, I'm giving you the mindset to read the problem in exam. क्रेडिट में जो काम का नहीं है निकाल दो, इनकम को कम कर दो. डेबिट में whatever expenses you have debited, but these expenses are not allowed. What will be the impact on profit? Add. And then we will go to adjustments one by one. So I'm going to notebook now. I have read the problem overall. Don't get confused कि ma'am adjustments को साथ साथ में करें. You will take extra time. Okay? Was this 4 example format clear to all of you? Add and less? Sure? Chalo. Let us start doing the problems. शुरू करते हैं. Problem number full. Add less का पूरा problem है. 1 second. We are doing problem number 19. The adjustments, when I read, I will explain. Okay. Problem number 19. In the PDF, in the material, so this is problem number 36. क्योंकि इतने example किए हैं, scientific research के and all. Are you all with me? Are, what happened? Screen is giving trouble. Yeah. Problem number 19. Computation of income of Mr. Shiva. Please do it along with me. Yes. Particulars. Amount. Start always with net profit as per profit and loss account. Net profit as per profit and loss account is 50,000. Then some add and around 8-10 lines के बाद हम क्या शुरू करेंगे? Less. चलो. Now read the problem from the credit side and whatever you feel has got an impact on the net profit. But ma'am, this is not a business income. निकाल दो. Less. First is sales. उसको कुछ नहीं करना है. Income from UTI, remove. Income from UTI, they have credited in P&L account, but it is taxable in income from other sources. Income from UTI, less. Then other business income, closing stock, ठीक है. आ जाओ debit side, opening stock, purchases, GP, ठीक है. Salaries, rent, interest on loan, depreciation. Depreciation as per books they have debited in the P&L account, it's not allowed. So scratch it. If you scratch, reduce the expense, what's the impact on profit? Increase. So depreciation as per Income Tax Act. What you should do? Depreciation as per Income Tax Act. 1,05,000. 1,05,000. Add back. Next is loss on sale of shares. Loss on sale of shares should come in capital gain. Short term या long term कुछ भी. So that expense they have debited in the P&L account. It's not allowed. 8,100. Add. Now coming to adjustment number 1, which is like I really want to read it. This kind of adjustments just I completed in the Sarathi costing batch. Integrated accounts यहाँ भी है, AS2 में भी है, तो हम इसको पढ़ते हैं. देखो क्या बोला है आपको adjustment. It is found that some stocks were omitted in both opening and closing stock, and value of which is given to you. Opening stock में 9,000 आप लेना भूल गए. So now take it. If you add more 9,000 in opening stock, what is the impact on the profit? The profit will reduce. Same way, you have omitted to take a closing stock 18,000. Now take it. Now if you increase your closing stock, GP will increase, NP will increase. Higher the closing stock, higher the GP, higher the NP, profit बढ़ जाएगा. बढ़ा दो. Opening stock को बढ़ाओगे तो profit कम हो जाएगा, तो less कर दो. Take a pause and check. This adjustment is there in insurance claims accounts. This is there in AS2. This is there in your non-integrated accounts, and now in tax. When you can study like this in a correlated way, you will be headstrong confident for your final exam. So what I am writing now, opening stock undervalued. तो अब ले लो, कितना ओपनिंग स्टॉक मिस हो गया है आपका? 9,000. तो ले लो. If you consider what's the impact on profit? Reduce. Closing stock you missed. Closing stock undervalued. 18,000. So add it. Closing stock, if it is undervalued, closing stock ko बढ़ा दो. If you increase closing stock, the profit will increase. So that's the impact. Next, I'm reading out the point in case if you're not having the material. Salary includes 10,000 paid to his brother, which is unreasonable to the extent 2,000. So 2,000 is disallowed. Unreasonable salary. You can pay salary to brother, but whatever is unreasonable is disallowed. Depreciation, next. Printing and stationery is completely paid in cash. How much is printing and stationery? 23,200. Printing and stationery paid in cash. Can you pay expenses above 10,000 in cash? No, not allowed. If this is disallowed, what you will do? Add back. 23,200 को add back कर दो. ठीक है? प्रिंटिंग एंड स्टेशनरी 10,000 के ऊपर आपने कैश में पे किए, नहीं करना था. यू हैव टू पेड बाय अकाउंट पे, मोड, आरटीजीएस, नेफ्ट. मैम 10,000 तक तो अलाउ करो, नहीं मिलता ना. नेक्स्ट. सो दिस इज अबाउट द थर्ड एडजस्टमेंट. नाउ depreciation provided in the P&L account was based on the following information, but it was not correct. So can we claim the depreciation? Yes. Depreciation as per Income Tax Act, you have to calculate in working note 1 because they have given you all the details. Let us make working note 1. Depreciation as per Income Tax Act. चलो साथ में करते हैं. WDV of the plant and machinery is 4,20,000. New plant falling under the block is purchased. I always said, dear students, write the purchase date, though it is 1st July. 1st July means full year's depreciation. How much it is? Full year's depreciation is how much? Depreciation नहीं, इसको खरीदा है. You have purchased it for 70,000. And then this comes to 4,90,000. And you have sold. 2 old plants you have sold. 50,000. What is the balance of the plant and machinery? 4,40,000. इसके ऊपर more than 180 days यूज हुआ है तो full years का depreciation होगा. ठीक है ना? चलो. Now, what's the depreciation you will charge? 4,40,000 into 15%. 450 into 15%. That comes to how much? 66,000. I want to repeat, plant and machinery का value 420 था. New plant was purchased on 1st July, so 490, and 2 old plants were sold. Sale value के बाद की जो value है, on that depreciation is charged on plant and machinery at the rate of 15%. So in books they have charged 1,05,000. We have added back. What is depreciation as per Income Tax Act? 66,000. Working note reference दे दो आप. Just give the reference of the working note that it is 66,000. Nice. Rent and rates include GST liability for 3,400. Okay. GST liability, and it is paid on 7th of April 2023. So GST income tax, if you miss out in March and if you pay in April 23, it is allowed under 43B. We can write a brief note. Note लिख दो. ये working note था, अब ये note लिख दो. GST paid on 7th April 2023. It is allowed under section 43B. Today morning we have done. What is 43B? Government payment, interest on loan, employee related payment. If it is outstanding in March, if it is paid before due date of filing the return, it is allowed. 43B is allowed. Nice, clear to all of you? Rent and all? Yes. Now, other business receipts are credited in the P&L account, which includes refund of the GST. Refund of GST is a business income. So nothing to do. Refund of GST is a business income. तो कुछ नहीं करना है आपको क्योंकि business income है और P&L में credit किया. Other expenses in the P&L account debit side include 2,000 donations. Donations are not allowed. So other expenses, actually other expenses are 7,000, but donation wala part ही disallow होगा. So donations disallowed is coming to how much, dear students? Donation is disallowed 2,000. That's all. Do the add part, do the let's part. What you are getting, you just have to calculate business income. अब आपने जैसे इनकम फ्रॉम यूटीआई निकाल दिया तो मैम उसको अदर सोर्स में बताना है. नो, नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. Faster than me, do the total faster than me and put it in the chat box. Yes. Are you able to understand why I am doing? Pay attention to my explanation. Why I am doing add, why I am doing less. $1,30,900 is your business income. Ask if you have any doubt. किसी को कोई डाउट है तो पूछो. Justify हुआ. We have added expenses which you have debited but not allowed. Cash pay किया तो नहीं चलेगा. Unreasonable salary pay किया तो नहीं चलेगा. Closing stock को undervalue किया तो correction कर लो. And so on. And then less. Okay, right. So you got the correct business income. Closing stock wala, it was really very nice, the closing stock and all the adjustment. Right. And note you can write like this in brief. Clear? Yeah. Now, here one more thing we will do, dear students. Shivam, if you maintain books, this is your income. Shivam has got an option that if he wants, can he go for section 44 AD? What is 44 AD? Presumptive taxation. I'm giving you notes now. Presumptive taxation. It says on your turnover, generally, even if you are not having the books of accounts, on your turnover, 8% net profit you show, 6% on digital turnover. What is digital turnover? Where you know all the money comes directly in the bank account, card swipe se puri income aati hai. So on that digital turnover, government is saying 100 rupees if you are selling, 92 rupees is allowed as expense. You show 8% as net profit. No books of accounts required, no audit required. You can just file your return. Are you getting? Who can go for this scheme? Turnover up to 1 crore. Oh sorry, presumptive taxation तो अब 2 crore तक है. 1 crore तो tax audit की limit. 2 crore. If your turnover is up to 2 crore, this is optional. Either maintain books of accounts and calculate net profit 130, 900 jo. If not, on the turnover, turnover details are 20 लाख के ऊपर turnover हुआ तो GST में तो आप आ ही जाओगे. So you will have the turnover details, right? So just show the turnover details and yes, right. And continue. You need not maintain books of accounts. Based on turnover, whatever is your net profit, calculate the net profit. According to the net profit, what is the tax, pay the tax and over and out. ठीक है? चलो, right. साथ में करते हैं इसको. Yeah, option 2, huh? Option 2. What is turnover for Shivam? It's given to you in the first line. Sales is 12,11,500 and net profit will be 12,11,500 into 8%. 12,11,500 into 8%. It is coming to how much? 96,920. 8%. 12,11,500 into 8%. 96,920. You can show as net profit 96,920 instead of business income. So profit भी कम आ रहा है. Routine business में you are showing 1,30,900. Here to you are just showing 96,920 as the profit. Clear to all of you? Yes. Shall you go for presumptive taxation? Yes. For Shivam, section 44 AD is better option. है ना? कम इनकम आ रहा है तो कम टैक्स पे करना पड़ेगा और बुक्स मेंटेन नहीं करना. They can easily file their return in July. No books, no audit. Nice, clear to all of you? So that's all for this problem. One more problem shall we solve? Which one? I know इतने बड़े problem आते नहीं जो मैंने next वाला लिया है. But I thought it's a very nice problem with lot of adjustment. Shall we do it? It will take 10-15 minutes time. It's a good problem. Generally, they don't ask you such jumbo problems, but I felt this problem is very good for practice. So I have selected this. Shall we take? And then we will go for other 44 series. Okay? Right. Adless का concept समझ में आया? There are actually in my sheet also very good problems. See? सारथी बैच में से भी कोई और प्रॉब्लम करते हैं, बट ठीक है, अब ये प्रिंट कर लिया है तो इसी को कर लेते हैं. Don't get scared by looking at the size of the problem. I'm saying it's having very good adjustment, so I have selected. XYZ is Indian company. Generally, you get add and less problem for individuals, proprietors and all. ठीक है? चलो. P&L account for the year ended is given. Let us read the problem. How did I ask you to read the problem? Start with net profit. लेकिन आप read कहाँ पे करोगे? Credit side से. GP allowed. Rent of the flat. अब P&L credit side, whatever is the income, whatever is the income, and it is not related to the business, remove it. For example, dear students, rent of the flat given to officers. So to our officers, we are giving the flat on very reasonable rate just for them to stay over there and all. तो आप उसको क्या करोगे? Business income में ही रहने दो. Sundry receipts allowed. Interest on bank FD. FD अगर आप कर रहे हो बैंक में, this interest is taxable where? Income from other source. Bank interest. So you remove it from here. Is 3 lakh having an impact of 17,000? Is 17,000 included in 3 lakh? Answer is yes. So what you need to do? Remove. Because this income is taxable where? Income from other sources. 17,000. Same way, capital gain on sale of short-term investment. Where it will be taxable? This is like kachra. Yahan se to nikal do. It's going to be taxable under capital gain. But 3,000 is definitely a part of this. Remove. Now come on debit side. Take a pause and tell me, are you getting how to read the problem in exam? Credit में outrightly जो income नहीं है less कर दो. Debit किया, but outrightly this is not expense. So what you do? Add back. And then you go to adjustments. Salary to staff allowed. Expenses on issue of shares. Okay. Issue of shares, say related expense. So these are like preliminary expense. And cost of the project is 10 lakh. तो उसका 5% is allowed maximum. तो ये तो 18,000 ही है, कम है उससे. Of course, I'll give you running notes for all this. I'm just discussing the problem already. So out of 18 preliminary expense, how much will be allowed? 1/5. So how much is added back or disallowed? 4/5. Expenditure on promoting family planning expense. Now in family planning, what is allowed? Revenue completely. Capital 1/5 is allowed. This is usually asked in MCQs. Okay? GST is allowed. National laboratory you have donated for scientific research allowed. Gratuity fund is allowed if it is approved. Niche note mein diya. Reserve for future losses. No. Reserves, transfer to reserve, transfer to provision. These are not your actual business expense. So not allowed. If this expense is disallowed, what's the impact on profit? Profit will increase. So add. I've taken a challenging big problem to give you a lot of practice. Bad debt written off, allowed. Reserve for payment of income tax, not allowed. Income tax is not allowed. Depreciation as per books दिया है, ठीक है देखेंगे. अगर income tax कम ज़्यादा है तो we will adjust. Office expense allowed, rent and repairs allowed. Municipal tax and ground rent of the flats given. This is allowed. Because you know why? The purpose of giving the flat on rent is not to earn income. It's the convenience can employees can stay nearby to office. तो वो जो building है वो किसको belong करती है? Company को. तो company is maintaining that building. So it's allowed as business expense. You won't take it in house property. Income tax is not allowed. Advance tax is not allowed. Sundry expense allowed. Now go to adjustment. Expenditure on family planning includes 2,500 capital. What's total expense? 3,000. Matlab 500 is what? Revenue, fully allowed. Or capital expenditure 2,000. 500 का कितना allowed होगा? 1/5. That's coming to how much? 500. Sure, after practicing this problem, try each and every problem of your CMA exam, CMA exam, CA exam, you will be able to do. And I've already typed and kept ready. Business head problem, but I'm not taking it right now because it is having other income and capital gain and deductions which we have not done. तो होने के बाद करेंगे हम, ठीक है? Car is utilized by director, so 1/4 of expenses are disallowed. Okay, car related expense we will disallow. Salary is paid to managing director's relative. It is unreasonable 4,000. Though paid is 9,000. Whatever is unreasonable, add back. Salary includes payment of 21,000 in cash to employee. Not allowed. It also includes medical insurance premium paid for the benefit of employee 18,000, out of which 6,000 is paid in cash. So Mediclaim, can you pay group insurance for your employees? Yes, but other than cash. If you have paid 18,000 as Mediclaim, but in then 6,000 you have paid in cash, how much will be disallowed? 6,000. Ma'am, but 6,000 is less than 10,000. Pata hai. But insurance related 1 rupee also is not allowed if it is paid in cash. Group insurance, health insurance, life insurance, all you need to pay by check. Though amount of depreciation on building, car, furniture is as per income tax, so we will not add back this depreciation. Ye correct hi hai. Okay, right. It is in excess by 2,000. So only excess depreciation, which is excess as per the block of asset method, वो आप add कर दो. National laboratory is qualified for weighted deduction, but कोई weighted deduction मिलता नहीं. 100% scientific research is allowed. Company has deposited 2,40,000. Now this is all extra information. You know, we are Hyderabadis. We eat biryani. In biryani, cloves, elaichi, dalchini, bay leaf, all that is added for flavor. Do you eat it up? No. Flavor has come. Now you remove and keep aside in your plate and you eat biryani. Like that, ये सब extra के information है ना, add करना है ना less करना. पढ़ लो story की तरह. Company has deposited 2,40,000 with Hyundai Limited on March 1 for purchasing Hyundai car. See, partnerships assessment I will do after this today only. Huh? आज ही करेंगे assessment of partnership. So after this problem and after taking presumptive taxation 10-15 minutes, then I'll take the assessment of partnership firm. ठीक है? ये देखो. Company has deposited 2,40,000 with Hyundai Limited on March 23 for purchasing a car. Car is likely to come in June 23. Abhi we have just paid advance. And this amount is not debited in P&L. Acha ke? If you pay advance for purchase of car, you have to write it in the asset side, sundry datas. Why should you debit in the P&L account? It's not your expense. जब कार आ जाएगी तो depreciation will be expense. So nothing to do for this adjustment. This is just a deposit. During 20 to 23, company pays 15 lakhs as compensation VRS. An amount is not debited in the P&L. Is VRS allowed? Yes, but not 15 lakh. 15 lakh ka 1/5. 3 lakh and 3 lakh you have not debited. Now you debit. Now you debit means profit will reduce. Please comment below. Even if you're watching as recording, am I going fast? VRS 15 lakh pay kiya, PNL में debit ही नहीं किया. And 15 lakhs we don't have to debit. Though we have paid 15 lakhs. How much is allowed? 1/5. Preliminary expense 1/5. Family planning capital expenditure 1/5. Company has paid deposit 10,000 in National Housing Bank. Ignore. कुछ नहीं करना है. PNL से लेना देना नहीं है अगर आपने कुछ FD किया है. On March 18, company gets a refund 3,000. It was allowed as deduction. GST is allowed as deduction. So now refund. Is it business income? Yes. Amount is not credited in the P&L account as commissioner's appeal is pending. You have not credited this in P&L account. Credit side nahi likha GST refund. But is it your business income? Answer is yes. But ma'am, abhi appeal pending hai. Jab appeal ka jo hoga dekha jayega. GST paid is allowed as business expense? Yes. GST refund, is it business income? Yes. Should you credit in the P&L? Yes. If it is appeal और appeal में हार गया और पे करना पड़ेगा तब की तब देखी जाएगी. Once again, income tax is not allowed as expense. Add back. Income tax refund is not a business income. Remove. GST is allowed as expense in 1890. GST refund received, it is a business income. Let the appeal go on for 2-3 years, no problem. Determine the income. Please don't feel that so much is asked. No, dear students, as good as 2 problems. But I like it because it is having wonderful adjustments. Sure, we will take up more problems for assessment of partnership firm. उसमें भी add less revise होगा. अभी हम प्रॉब्लम नंबर 20 के पूरे एडजस्टमेंट्स डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. सो लेट अस टेक प्रॉब्लम नंबर 20 इन योर नोटबुक नाउ विथ मी. प्रॉब्लम नंबर 20, कंप्यूटेशन ऑफ इनकम ऑफ XYZ लिमिटेड कंपनी. It's a company. Same adjustments can be asked for a proprietorship concern. But फिर proprietorship में क्या होगा? Family planning expenses are not allowed for any SSEs other than company. Those who all are attending live, can you comment below? AC, all clear? Is it all clear? Chalo. Start with what, dear students? Net profit. Net profit as per P&L account. थोड़ा बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है बट एक एक एडजस्टमेंट आराम से लिखो. Net profit as per profit and loss account. Seriously, I don't know, being very honest always so that I get a good sleep. I can take very simple 6 marks problem from your CMA, RTP, MTP or your RTP. But exam में ये level के ही problems आते हैं. Add. Add. And leave around 10 lines and less. Chalo. Start with net profit. Look at the credit side. GP, rent of the flats, sundry receipts, interest on bank deposits. ठीक है. Interest on bank deposit निकाल दो. P&L में credit किए हैं. But where this will come, dear students? Interest on bank deposit. It will come in your income from other sources. So just remove it from your net profit. So the net profit will reduce. Short-term capital gain on investment. This is also credited. So just remove it. Now go to the debit side. Salary is allowed. Preliminary expenses. Preliminary expenses, they have debited 18,000. Only 1/5 is allowed. 4/5 is disallowed. 4/5 means 14,400. Preliminary expense whole they have debited in P&L account, but up to 5% of the cost of the project is allowed. तो वैसे ही 5% में ही है. And this is allowed 1/5. So 4/5 is disallowed. Add back. Next, family planning. Family planning expenses 3,000. Family planning capital expenditure कितना है? 2,500. उसका भी 4/5. Family planning expenses allowed in income tax only in case of company, not in case of proprietorship and all. And how much is allowed? 1/5. So 2,500 का 4/5. 2,000 क्या हो जाएगा? Disallow. GST is allowed. National laboratory is allowed. Reserve for future losses not allowed. You know, reserve for losses, provisions, etc. ये सब allowed नहीं है. These are not actual expenses. Advance tax, what you have paid, you have debited in the P&L account, add back 13,000. Car related expense, they said 1/4 is used by director personally, तो 1/4 आ रहा है, कितना आ रहा है, 9,000 का 1/4, 2250. ठीक है, दिस अलाउ हो जाएगा. डेप्रीसिएशन अलाउड है, थोड़ा सा एक्सेस है, दैट विल कम इन एडजस्टमेंट. इनकम टैक्स, सेल्फ असेसमेंट टैक्स या कुछ और इनकम टैक्स यू हैव पेड 14,700, not allowed. I'm again repeating, if you are a company and you have just had an asset called as building. One second, dear students. Okay, so you all got this. Income tax is not allowed. Now, 1/4 of car's depreciation will also be disallowed. कार का depreciation कितना है, dear students? 3,000. So 1/4. Okay, but for car they have clearly given. Only 1/4 of expenses are disallowed. Depreciation तो is as per income tax ही है. ठीक है. Sundry expenses include, I am reading out for all of you, payment to relative which is unreasonable till the extent of 4,700. So 4,700 we will add back. Unreasonable payment to relative, 4,700. Salary income includes 21,000 paid to employee in cash, 100% disallowed. Salary in cash above 10,000 पूरा disallow हो जाएगा. Mediclaim is allowed for employees. What is disallowed? Paid in cash. जो कैश में पे किया ना 6,000, उसको disallow करो. Excess depreciation, they have clearly given. This time it's not depreciation as per books add back, depreciation as per income tax you take. No, this is like excess depreciation. Excess depreciation. How much is excess depreciation? 2,000. Directly they have given. Add back. National laboratory is allowed. कार के लिए deposit लिया है, कुछ नहीं करना है. VRS is allowed as expense, but they have not debited. But now you allow VRS, but how much it is paid? 15 lakhs. And how much it is allowed? 1/5, 3 lakh. I want to repeat, VRS, preliminary expense, family planning, capital expenditure is allowed only 1/5 every year. And they have not debited. So now you debit. Yes. GST refund is a business income. You have not taken, take it. Ma'am, but case is going on. देखेंगे. GST was allowed in 18-19 as expense. Yes. Now received as refund. Is it my business income? Yes. ले लो. चलें आगे. बस हो गया. Exactly 15 minutes because so much time I took to read the problem. चलो add का total करो. Faster than me. Add total is 103050 plus net profit, and I'm putting it in memory 404850 और लेस का टोटल है ओरली कर सकते हैं 3,20,000. So business income is coming to 84,850. If they ask you to compute business income, देखो उतना भी बड़ा problem नहीं है. It's nice problem. इतना ही problem है, but with good adjustments. Business income. And then if they ask you income from other sources, just calculate and write. Income from other sources में आपका आएगा interest on bank FDs जो आपने किया है. कितना इंटरेस्ट ऑन बैंक एफडी ऊपर तो निकाल दिया, यहाँ ले लो. और कैपिटल गेन भी आएगा ना, 3,000 है शॉर्ट टर्म कैपिटल गेन. सो व्हाट विल बी योर ग्रॉस टोटल इनकम? प्लीज डू ओनली इफ दे आस्क. 1,04,850. दैट्स ऑल. आर यू ऑल फॉलोइंग? किसको ऐड करना है, किसको लेस करना है, किसको कुछ नहीं किया? व्हाट वी हैव नॉट डन? Deposit paid for car. Ignore. Neither add nor less because it's not income, it's a deposit. You have made FD with a housing bank. ठीक है? So majorly we have completed with everything in business ed. I thought of doing it in 2 classes, but I went very slow for the explanation. Last live class, some students were saying like as if ma'am you are teaching a regular batch. But ठीक है. अगर लग रहा है कि हम रेगुलर बैच भी कर रहे हैं फिर भी ठीक है, ये जरूरी है. दिस हेड ऑफ इनकम इज लाइक दैट, सो डजंट मैटर. 1 क्लास एक्स्ट्रा. शैल वी गो बैक एंड डू वन मोर प्रॉब्लम ओरली? एक दो और अच्छे प्रॉब्लम है करें सारथी मटेरियल में. दे आर नॉट देयर विथ यू बट यू कैन डू इट विथ मी. एंड देन वी आर गोइंग टू डू प्रिजम्पटिव टैक्सेशन. यस, राइट. Just last one more problem I am doing orally. Chalo, this one we will do. X ka age 66 years. He is a senior citizen. I am doing orally. GP, commission and discount, nothing. Sundry receipts. Short-term profit on sale of investment. What you will do? Minus. Because it will come in capital gain. Salary allowed. General expense allowed. Bad debt allowed. Reserve for losses, add back. Fire insurance allowed. Advertisement outstanding allowed. An ex is proprietor. Can you pay interest to yourself? No. Interest is allowed, dear students, if it is a partnership firm. I'll teach you now. Next we are doing that only. So add. Interest on bank loan allowed. Expenditure on patent and copyright. Okay. You have taken this in, oh, this date is wrong. This is June 22. So is this 17,000 a capital expenditure? Yes. So add back karo. But on this, can you claim depreciation 25% on this? Yes. See, by mistake, they have debited capital expenditure in the P&L account. 17,000. So add back 17,000. And deduct what? Depreciation. Same way technical know-how. टेक्निकल नो हाउ आपका जो है ना, वो भी क्या है? टेक्निकल नो हाउ आपका कॉपीराइट्स, एड बैक. एंड देन इसका डेप्रिसिएशन अलाउड है 25% का 50%. व्हाई मैम? बिकॉज दिस इज परचेज्ड इन March 23. इट इज यूज्ड फॉर लेस देन 180 days. Provision for GST, we will check. Provisions are not allowed, but if GST is due and if it is paid before due date of filing the return under 43B, so I am keeping this pending. See how I am reading the problem. मैम बिना एडजस्टमेंट पढ़े हम शुरू कर सकते हैं, एग्जाम में बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं. if you want to do fast. चलो, let us take up the next one now. Advertisement expenditure 3,400 include cost of the diaries given to customers. See, Advertisement expense they have debited, and they're saying these are diaries given to customer. Is it allowed? Yes. And have they debited? Yes. So what I should do? Ignore with a note. Depreciation on plant and machinery, books का add करो, income tax का deduct करो. Salary to staff include payment of 8,000, which is unreasonable to the extent of 3,000. So whatever is unreasonable payment, add back. General expenses include 4,800 incurred by X on training of employees. ये देखो, कुछ general expenses यहाँ debit किए हैं. And now they are saying in general expenses, you are giving training to your employees. Is training expenses allowed? Yes. Weekend may the employers take the employees to resort where they are entertained also, and then training camps are also there from morning to evening. Is it allowed? Yes. So इसको क्या करना है? ना add ना less. Commission 10,000 for securing order. Allowed. You can pay commission to outsider for getting business. Compensation of 6,000 paid to an employee while terminating his service. Huh? When sometimes we ask that employee ki nahi abhi aap jao because of misconduct ya kuch bhi or, and suppose we are paying him compensation. Is it allowed? Yes. In salary chapter we call it as retrenchment compensation. Allowed. Now GST 13,000 is there. Out of that, 3,000 is paid in July 23, allowed. 8,000 is paid in October 3, allowed. Balance is not paid yet. Due date of filing the return is July. Oh, then October is also not allowed. Due date of filing the return is July. So if it is outstanding, whatever you have paid till due date of filing the return. So out of 13,000, 3,000 GST is paid in 10 July. So how much will be disallowed? 10,000 will be added back because 43B says it should have been paid by due date of filing the return. नहीं pay किया तो disallow करो. मैम बट अगर दिसंबर में पे किया है तो अगले साल अलाउ रहेगा? आंसर इज yes. Income of X from company deposit is 12,000, which is not shown in the P&L account. Good. Income from company deposit, कंपनी में अगर कुछ डिपॉजिट करते हैं और इंटरेस्ट आता है तो एज इट इज टैक्सेबल इन अदर सोर्स. So they are saying कि they didn't take this income in P&L account. So as it is, you don't have to take. So what you will do? Ignore. Determine the taxable income, assuming he has paid insurance premium for LIC for wife. Wife के लिए LIC पे किए तो ATC में deduction मिलता है. So like this is the third problem, but I'm taking it orally. I hope it is clear. Okay. Check your watches. Exactly 2 to 3 minutes. Quick break. And then we are doing assessment of partnership firm separately. 6 marks question. Business head is 6 marks. So assessment of partnership firm 4. Business head MCQs problem mila ke bare minimum 10 to 14 marks weightage is there. Okay. Did you like the level of the problems we have done? I'll do the same level for assessment of partnership firm. So check your watches and assemble back quickly. All right. Are you all back after a break? Okay, very quickly. We are doing two things now left in business head. Today's class, please rewind and watch 15 minutes add and less concept. Lot of explanation I have given that when to add expenses which are debited, not allowed, scratch. What's the impact on profit? Increase, so add. Incomes which are credited in P&L account, remove. If you remove, the profit will reduce, so less. So like this, pay attention and practice the problem. Let us start with assessment of partnership firm now. Okay, right? And then presumptive taxation. Two things are there. Presumptive taxation separately also the problem is asked. Yes, let me take it up from here. Yeah. When we are talking about assessment of partnership firm, dear students, can we pay interest on capital to partners? Answer is yes. How much interest on partner is can we pay to partnership firm? Mein se partner ke capital pay. How much interest you can pay? Forget about what you have studied in partnership act that it is 6% if you pay in beginning and all. वो सब applicable नहीं है. If it is authorized in the deed for the period following after the deed, it should not exceed 12%. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? These are very nice examples I have created on my own to solve the confusion. But suppose if you have included in partnership deed from June 22 that you will pay interest to partner. Can you pay it for 12 months? No, because first 3 months it was not there. Now in partnership deed, if the interest is 9%, how much interest will be allowed? 9%. 12% is the maximum interest on capital you can allow. But you cannot exceed what's more given in the deed. Clear to all of you? So what is allowed to be paid to partner? Interest and remuneration. Two things. Chalo. तो पहले हम interest workout करेंगे. Interest is paid 10% and as per deed also 10%. So how much will be allowed? 10%. Interest is actually paid 15%, but in deed it is 13%. You actually paid 15, deed में 13. अब allow कितना रहेगा? 12. 12 से ज्यादा you cannot pay even. मैम deed में mention किया है 21%. That doesn't mean you can pay 21%. You have actually paid 15% interest. Deed is silent, nothing. If deed may clearly it is not mentioned pay interest to partners, you cannot pay. Interest is paid at 20%. In partnership deed, see regular class, you know, I explain everything, I give 5 minutes time. चलो खुद से करो और फिर एक एक स्टूडेंट आंसर बोलते हैं. हाँ, श्रुति you say, Sandhya you say, like this I ask. But here it is not possible, so I am explaining. Pause the video and take down. It's a very nice example. Those who want to order for the Sarathi batch, this is a material, I think, of around how many pages? 218 pages. With all the concepts and booster notes and questions. Answers are not there. You can order if you want for the concept. Chalo. पे कितना इंटरेस्ट किया है? 20%. डीड में कितना है? 18. फिर भी अलाउड कितना होगा? 12. 12 से ज्यादा तो अलाउड ही नहीं. You have paid 15. But in deed it is 10%. So 10%. 12 तक allowed है, but you cannot exceed what is there in deed. You have paid 30%. In deed also smartly you have written 30%. Ma'am, deed में लिखा है, deed में लिखा है तो क्या हुआ? More than 20% not allowed. Followed all of you or not? These are all, you know, handwritten example. I've taken a lot of time to create these examples. If interest is allowed 36,000, 18%. Huh? 18% के हिसाब से 36,000 interest is given. How much is allowed? 12%. Can you say 18% is 36, 12 is 24. So how much will be disallowed? 6% interest is disallowed. Add back, not allowed. Add back, not allowed. Add back, not allowed. Clear to all of you? Now, any amount paid by way of salary, bonus, commission. Can we pay salary, bonus, commission, remuneration, especially to working partners? Answer is yes. Up to 3 lakhs of the profit. Now, which profit? Book profit, add or less करने के बाद. And that too, it should be mentioned in partnership deed, and it is to be paid to working partner. तो जो add less आप करते हैं ना depreciation, वो सब के बाद up to 3 lakhs of the profit, or in case of loss 90% of profit or 1,50,000. See, in partnership firm there is a loss of 30,000. Can I say, you are a working partner, I know you worked really hard, but sorry, I can't pay you salary 90% because loss आ रहा है. Loss आ रहा है तो loss को बढ़ाओ, but कम से कम in the year of loss also you have to pay 1,50,000 salary. If you are understanding my explanation, write down. You are already covering 2 plus 2, 4 marks MCQs in these two beautiful concepts. Are you all with me? How much remuneration is allowed to partners? Up to 3 lakh. Or in case of loss, 90% or 1,50,000. 1,50,000 loss है तो loss को बढ़ा दो. 30 loss आ रहा है तो 180 कर दो. But remuneration to pay karo na. And on balance 60% means beyond 3 lakhs. How much you will pay? 60%. Is this clear to all of you? Right? Book profit means the net profit as per P&L account or add less के बाद. ठीक है? Right. Okay. Chalo, let us solve one question for this. And here I have given in our material problem number 31. Capital gain we are going to start tomorrow. Shall I make you write some running notes for this? P&L account of Batliwala is given to you. I want to repeat, if there is a loss, loss ko बढ़ा दो. Add ही होगा. See, excuse me. As per books, if there is a net loss, write in bracket. Bracket is minus. But जो add है वो add ही होगा, जो less है वो less ही होगा. तो minus, this is minus, this is plus. You know, it will automatically come correct. This is a hint I am giving to all of you to solve the problem कि मैम कभी-कभी net loss भी देते हैं exam में. P&L account of Batliwala and company is given to you. Professional fees, expenses, depreciation as per books add back, depreciation as per income tax ले लो. Interest on capital 36,000 is paid as per 18%. How much is allowed? 12%. How much is disallowed? 6%. And already they have paid remuneration to partners 120. Add back the wrong remuneration so that you get the profit before remuneration, and then start. Expenses, ye jo expenses hai na, include 15,000 being personal expense, capital expense, ye sab add less karna. It's a small problem of 4 marks. Message me after your exam if you get the same problem. Again, I'm repeating, if it is a net loss है तो ब्रैकेट में लिखो एड लेस पे, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. चलो, फर्स्ट राइट डाउन सम रनिंग नोट्स वेरी क्विकली फॉर योर दिस. इसके लिए हम शुरू करते हैं. Assessment of partnership firm. Okay, right. Number 1 point, booster notes I am giving. Booster notes I am giving, and I want all of you to write it as quickly as possible. Booster notes. Assessment of partnership firm. Number 1 is, suppose partnership firm का net profit आ रहा है 30,000. Tax is 30% flat paid by partnership firm, 9,000. I want you all to write this. Cess on the tax, surcharge to nahi hai, 4%. So I think it's coming to 360. 30,000 ka 30% और उसका 4%. So what's the tax payable? 9360. Are you all with me? Partnership firm is paying flat rate of 30% tax. This I have taught you in the very first class. 9360 along with ESES. Now, say this net profit is shared by A and B equally. Then again, in hands of A, net profit 15,000, not taxable. Partnership firm has already paid the tax on profit. After interest remuneration सब partner को देने के बाद firm already tax pay कर रहा है. अब that profit, if it is distributed to partners, is it taxable in the hands of the partners? Answer is no. ठीक है? चलो next. Write down 3 points I'll give and it will be like very clear to all of you. Yeah, write down this 1 second. Sometimes the chat is closing. So if you're commenting below, I'm not able to see. Second. Second, students. Yeah, ask if you have any doubt in this. It's a very important aspect, I feel. Thank you so much for all of you who all are attending live every day. Can I request you all to please join the Telegram group? There we are putting messages immediately if there's a change in schedule. Okay. Is the first point clear to you? Profit again shared by the partner, no tax. Chalo, second now. Interest on capital allowed at the rate of 12% maximum, subject to partnership deed. Partnership deed may be mentioned hona chahiye and you cannot pay more than 12%. Clear to all of you? Yes. Please, I am repeating, join the Telegram group or the community you check so that you come to know. There was a sudden power cut and Ganesh festival. This is very common. So can't take live class then, and I don't want to delay the schedule. I have classes at ICA Hyderabad chapter, also other schedules also for CMA students. So I also want to complete the batch on time. You should also get time for revision. Chale aage? Yes. So interest on capital is allowed how much? Maximum 12% subject to deed. Deed में 9% है तो 9. Deed में 19 है तो 12%. वैसे. Remuneration, salary, commission सब मिला के up to rupees 3 lakh book profit. You all know what is book profit? Add less के बाद 90%. Balance. मतलब suppose your book profit is 5 lakh. So up to 3 lakh, 90% of the profit you can give as salary and remuneration and balance 60%. Huh? Write down next point, dear students. See, when I'm making you write, it is important. So I'm making you write. In case of loss. अगर आपने मिस कर दिया है क्लास, आप कुछ और पढ़ रहे थे and you have just joined, no problem. continue from now. Another 20 minutes the class will go on. I'm doing presumptive taxation after this, and later on night time you watch it, so that tomorrow when we start capital gain you are at par. It's a challenge how beautifully you will learn capital gain and exemptions. Chalo. In case of loss, rupees 1,50,000 is allowed as remuneration. ओके हाँ, यहाँ पे ना एक और कॉन्सेप्ट है, अगर आपको समझ में आ रहा है तो देखो. इन PNL 19% interest debited. Interest, remuneration, salary, what is received by partner is taxable in their hands. The class will go on till 8:30 today, please. Okay. And we have pearls of wisdom also. One of my student who's qualified since last 4 years, she will come and speak for 5 minutes at the end. So stay together. Okay? Chalo. PNL account 19% interest is debited. Okay, right. How much is allowed? 12%. आप लोग लिख रहे हैं example? Yes. 7% interest disallowed for firm. Partnership firm has paid 19% interest to partner and they have debited in the PNL account. But how much interest is allowed? 12%. 19 नहीं, इसको 18 कर देते हैं. आपका वो प्रॉब्लम का एग्जाम्पल भी सेम होगा तो क्लियर होगा. अभी हम नेक्स्ट वो बाटली वाला प्रॉब्लम कर रहे हैं ना. या ऑल राइट, चलो. 18% interest is paid but allowed is 12%. So 6% is disallowed in the hands of the firm. Yeah, partnership firm is paying tax. It's a beautiful language I'm giving. इसके ऊपर एग्जाम में प्रॉब्लम आता है बट कहीं समझाया हुआ नहीं है. 12% interest is allowed. You have paid 18. 6% interest is added back or disallowed in the hands of the firm. Is firm paying tax on 6%? Yes. Taxable interest in hands of partner is equal to 12%. Ma'am, but partner has received 18% interest, but 6% is disallowed in the hands of the firm, no? Firm is already paying 30% tax. तो partner के लिए क्या हो जाएगा? Yes. How it will be for the partner? For partner, it will be taxable 12%. I want every student attending live to tell me, is my example clear or not? I'm teaching you lot of things in depth जो books में नहीं है, लेकिन problem करते वक्त student जहाँ confuse होते हैं, pitfall होता है. So many offline classes I'm taking, तो you know I can see that blank screen. That's what I'm making it clear. Partnership firm, you paid 18% interest and you debited in PNL. How much is allowed? 12%. 6% is disallowed in the hands of the firm. फर्म के हाथ में ही एडबैक हो गया, फर्म ने ही टैक्स पे कर दिया 6% पे. पार्टनर के हाथ में कितना टैक्सेबल होगा? ओनली 12%. And one last and beautiful point, salary, remuneration, bonus, interest on capital received by partner, taxable for partner under business head. Super duper question for MCQ. मैम पार्टनर को सैलरी मिल रही है तो सैलरी में नहीं आएगा? नो, he is not getting salary because there is employer-employee relationship. He is getting salary because he is a working partner. So salary, remuneration, bonus, interest, capital received by partner, taxable for partner under where? Business head. I'm writing little fast, so if my writing is not clear, I'm dictating. Anyone sitting and listening to the class, बेटा आप अपना टाइम वेस्ट कर रहे हो. जब दीप्ति मैम खुद लिख रहे हैं पूरे प्रॉब्लम्स, तो आप भी लिखो ना, तभी तो दिमाग में फिट बैठेगा. हो गया? चलो, लेट अस टेक अप बाटली वाला प्रॉब्लम वंस अगेन. I made you write booster notes, तो अगर divert हो गए तो ये देख लो. Professional fees है, depreciation add back करो, expenses में 15,000 personal है तो add back करो, remuneration add back करो. Yes, depreciation as per income tax you can deduct, and then you will get the correct answer. शुरू करें. Yes, problem number 21. My routine batch, this is 42 problem. I think for business head, more than 50 problems we have solved in the regular class for practice. Chalo, problem number 21 we are doing. Start with computation of income of partnership firm. Start with net profit. आप लिखो मेरे साथ, अगर नहीं है प्रॉब्लम तो भी समझ में आएगा. Net profit as per P&L account. Very quickly, start writing. 1,39,000. Add back depreciation as per books of accounts. It's not allowed. So add back the depreciation as per books of accounts, and that is 25,000. Yes, these classes are absolutely free and they are very much in detail. There is no crash course. All the concepts are taught super clearly. Handwritten notes I'm making you write so that you get 3 hours of writing practice in exam. Problems, whatever I'm doing, that sheet is given in Telegram. Still in excess, if you need Sarathi material or you feel no, for business head, I need regular videos, you can download Concept Classes app from description and check. And this is very well applicable for upcoming CA CMA inter exam, November and December 23 attempt. I'm very well taking care of CMA students also. That's why I taught license also yesterday. Done. Chalo. Depreciation as per the books of accounts. Kitna hai bolo? Classes every day 11 to 1:30. Today there was a power cut, so we are taking. Actually evening भी बहुत अच्छा ही है, 6 to 8:30. देखेंगे, अभी तो कल तो 11 ही है morning. If there's a change, I'll let you know in Telegram group. Depreciation as per books, add back कर दो. Personal expenses debited in P&L. 15,000, add back. Already remuneration or salary paid, add back. Because you want the correct profit for paying the remuneration. So, see, all the lectures which are over, you can check it later. But if you have had little idea about business head, attend the class till 8:30. You can go back and watch the lectures from 1. But now you will have to, जल्दी से आपको बफर अप करना पड़ेगा. रात में बैठ के सुबह जल्दी उठ के 2 lectures देखो, तो you will be at par. Tomorrow we are starting with capital gain. Attending live classes is not at all disturbing me, dear students. Because when you ask doubts in live, it is, I feel, you are getting a different kind of clarity and the level of the focus is different. Those who are every day attending live, they can come. Chalo. Net profit आपका कितना आ रहा है बेटा? 1,39,000. Depreciation as per books, add back किया. Personal debited in the P&L. Remuneration paid. Already 1,20,000 remuneration if you have paid. Add it back. Okay, right. 1,20,000. Now, how much depreciation is allowed as per Income Tax Act? It is given. Yes. How much remuneration is allowed as per Income Tax Act? 21,000. Are you all having the printout of this? Because capital gain, I have given solved examples in the PDF Telegram group. If you take a printout, you will learn it with a lot of clarity for sure. Those examples are my self-made example. So from the Telegram group, join it and take a printout for tomorrow. ठीक है, डेप्रिसिएशन एज पर इनकम टैक्स एक्ट आ गया. इंटरेस्ट ऑन कैपिटल, हाउ मच इज पेड डियर स्टूडेंट्स? इंटरेस्ट ऑन कैपिटल 36,000 is paid at the rate of 18%. How much is allowed? 12%. So how much is disallowed or added back? 6%. So 36,000 into 6 divided by 80. 12,000 add back. ठीक है? We have added back even the remuneration paid because we want the correct profit before remuneration. And depreciation as per income tax. अब add or less करो. 1,39,000 plus 25. Faster. Do the calculation also with me. दीप्ति मैम तो कर ही रहे हैं क्योंकि लाइव क्लास ले रहे हैं, बट मैम भी कभी कभी गलत करते हैं और आपको एग्जाम में तो कैलकुलेटर स्पीड से चलाना ही है. That's a good practice to do it now. So what is your business income or correct net profit? 2,90,000. Now, maximum remuneration allowed 2,90,000 ka 90%. I want to repeat. Look at the screen. Up to 3 lakhs 90%. Balance 3 lakh के beyond 60%. तो अभी ये कितना है आपका 290, इसका 90%. So how much maximum remuneration you can pay? 261. How much you have paid? 120. Is 120 allowed? Answer is yes, it is allowed. How is this problem separately asked for 4 marks? Anyone is having doubt or all clear? Whatever is disallowed, add back. Whatever is allowed, deduct. So you get the book profit. This is also called as business income or book profit. And we have added back the wrong remuneration paid. Now how much remuneration? Now how much remuneration is allowed? Maximum 2,90,000 ka 90%. Can I twist the example, dear students? Option 2. Option 2 मतलब ये problem हो गया. But अगर add less करने के बाद, after the add less, if the business profit is how much? After the add less, if the business profit is how much? Say 5,90,000. Then how will you pay? Up to 3 lakh. 90%. 2,70,000 remuneration is allowed. And balance 290. How much is allowed? 60%. Don't get confused. Huh? Just option 2 is if I change the figure. 290 ka 60%. 1,74,000. Maximum remuneration. How much is allowed? I'll re-explain the last problem. No problem. No problem. अगर आपके पास प्रिंट आउट नहीं है तो वैसे भी समझ में नहीं आएगा. बूस्टर नोट्स तो लिखे हैं, फिर से भी देख लेना. बट आई एम ऑल्सो गोइंग टू रिपीट. पहले एग्जाम्पल 2 क्लियर है. सपोज आफ्टर एड एंड लेस योर बुक प्रॉफिट इज कमिंग टू 5,90,000. अप टू first 3 lakh book profit, how much remuneration is allowed? 90%. Balance 290 पे कितना allowed है? 60%. So you can pay maximum remuneration out of book profit 4,44,000. Suppose you are paying 4,44,000, तब फिर आपका प्रॉफिट कितना आएगा? Yes, how much profit will come then? जिसके ऊपर 30% टैक्स लगेगा. One second, dear student, screen is giving trouble. Got closed. Yeah, please check. Are you all with me? ये देखो, चलो फिर से करते हैं ये प्रॉब्लम. Suppose your net profit is 1,39,000. This is given. You want to read the problem? I can solve it next to the problem. वहां भी समझ में आ जाए. 1,39,000. देखो प्रॉब्लम है. Add back depreciation as per books. 25,000. 25,000. The pen is also giving trouble. ठीक है? हाँ. अभी interest on capital, look at the screen, it's paid 18%. How much it is allowed? 18% is 36,000. So 12% interest you can pay. So 6% is how much? 36,000 into 6 divided by 18. 12,000 add back. Expenses include 15,000 personal expense, add back. Remuneration to partner already paid. After that you are getting 139. But 120 is wrong remuneration. So we want the correct profit before remuneration. Now is it clear? Because I am solving there itself where the problem is. 1,39,000, add 25,000. Add 12,000, add 15,000 and add 120. Now you are getting correct answer. हाँ, depreciation as per income tax दिया है. So can we reduce depreciation as per income tax? Yes. Now you are getting the correct book profit before remuneration. How much? 2,90,000. 2,90,000. So 2,90,000 ka how much you can pay? Up to 3 lakh, 90%. 90%, 2,61,000 tak you can pay the remuneration. And what will be your correct net profit if you pay 2,61,000? What's your correct net profit? 29,000. इस पे टैक्स कितना लगेगा? 30%. अब बोलो क्लियर है? Now the whole problem is clear. Practice it twice so that it should be clear then. Yeah, please check it and ask doubts if you have any. Okay, so let us check up the gist now orally. What it says that partners co you can pay interest on capital up to 12%. Remuneration up to 3 lakh book profit 90%. Balance 60%. Practice this till if you have any doubt you can ask. Chalo. Sum, this is the last sum, but I have to take the presumptive taxation for all of you. What is presumptive taxation? We have already done the problem of Shivam today in the beginning, but still from the notes I want to clear. Instead of maintaining the books of accounts and all, can you go for presumptive taxation? What is presumptive taxation? 44 AD it is here. This is an optional scheme, 44 AD. Threshold limit of the turnover is 2 crore. Okay, right. Just 5-10 minutes more and then we will close. If you want, we can do the 44A and AB series tomorrow. Okay, right. Threshold limit for 44 AD because we have already done, we have solved the problem. Right. Live chat is coming very late. So what is 44 AD? 2 crore limit tak agar aapka turnover hai, then you can show net profit 6% on the turnover if it is a digital mode, electronic mode. Otherwise, 8% of the turnover you can show. Okay, right. And then you need not maintain any books of accounts. That's what is 44 AD. It is applicable only for resident individual. छोटे छोटे SSEs जिनका turnover 60 lakhs है, छोटा सा restaurant है and all. Okay, they can go for this. We will continue this tomorrow. Okay, so only presumptive taxation is left in business head. I will start the class with presumptive taxation, and then capital gain straight we will start. Assessment of partnership firm, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, Krupali, you can join. Krupali is my student. Yeah. Krupali, you can come on the video. We are ready. They're all waiting to close the class. They are also exhausted.
Hello.
Good evening. So nice to see you here, Krupali. Krupali is my student from 2013-14 batch in concept classes. She did all her coaching, group 1 and group 2 with me, and amazing marks in income tax. Exactly, मैं ना कल आपको शीट ही बता दूंगी जिसमें सबके marks लिखे हैं. So exemptions in all the subjects and lovely. These students, like, they'll call their lunch, dinner all in classes, and they'll be sitting from morning 9 o'clock. 5 o'clock तक क्लास चल रहा है, लास्ट में लॉ का फिर से वापस आके बैठते थे, राइट? So lot of hard work she has put in, and she has done her internship from GT Grant Thornton. After that, qualified as a CA in 2019. Since then, she is in Deloitte working and in the USI, right? So over to you, Kripali. So nice on this Monday evening you have accepted the invitation, because I know a lot of calls and all are going for you. But Dipti ma'am to rose bolte hain, you guide the students, because I have seen you at their place. So you can definitely feel them. They can feel you. Over to you. I will pin you so that you can take over and share all your inputs to students. Here we go.
Sure. Thank you so much, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. So Deepti ma'am has already given my introduction. My name is Kripali. I'm working with Deloitte currently. It's been almost 4 years I've been working here. And, you know, getting the CA degree is obviously a roller coaster ride. Too many ups and downs, but then yes, we can find joy in everything. This is also one,
Oh, sorry. Yeah, continue.
We have a lot of ups and downs in this course. However, it was still a joyful ride, thanks to Deepti ma'am's classes. Those that one class, all the students, all the friends that I made there. Also, we all had similar goals. So we used to take ma'am's keys whenever we wanted early in the morning. We used to sit in the class. We used to do all the combined studies, and the best part always I remember is her booster notes. They are always so helpful for the last minute studies. That is all that the booster notes are the only thing that I have studied the day before the exam. That's all that helps. All the last minute studying, the entire thing does not help at all. But booster notes that we made during our study sessions, our practice sessions much before are very important. They will be the most important thing that you will want to look into also after the before the one day before the exam. Obviously, many of us will have failed attempts, or maybe first successful attempt itself. There's always going to be a low, but then yes, you have to be prepared for everything, but still be hopeful that yes, we will be able to finish the course.
I think, sorry, you went to mute. Continue.
We should always remember that we don't have to give up once we have entered this It is all. It is not always going to be a battlefield, but then yes, it's going to be lovely as well. Once you clear it, you're going to enjoy it. There's people say that yeah, once this is done, it's all fun. Not always. Like bachpan mein our parents used to tell us, studies khatam kar lo, everything will be awesome after that. Not always. Obviously, every part of our lives we have different kinds of struggles. When we were kids, our exams used to, school exams also used to feel as if they are a big thing. Now the CA exam is also a big thing, and future mein obviously our job or whatever we do, maybe practice, always going to be a big thing. But then yes, there's always a good thing in every big thing as well.
Great inputs. That's what today also I was dictating them, Krupali, booster notes for assessment of partnership firm. And see, lot of students now ask for ready-made notes. I said, if I make the booster notes, you will not have the writing practice. See how
Yes.
you all used to write chapter-wise exam, and that was also helpful to you. Right. Thank you so much. Something you want to share to the final students also, for because this is a business head class going on. Even CMA final students from my June batch, they're writing in December. So how was your preparation for final? Like you did it all on your own, or for updates you took coaching, or how it was?
Yeah, I did take coaching for updates and all, but then I feel people think that the ICI material is not that great or it is too bulky. But sometimes ICI material also have some questions which you get completely the same in the exam as well. Especially the example questions in the study material are very helpful. We should not
Yes.
miss that. Not only consider practice manual, but obviously the study materials and the example questions which we have in the study material are also very important, because sometimes it so happens that we get ditto questions in the exam, and then we realize, "Arey shit,
Yes.
ye to ye book mein tha."
Yes.
We should have
Yes.
gone through all concepts from
Yes.
there
Yes.
also.
Study material is to be done. Absolutely, you are
Yeah.
right. And as you have reminded, yes, you need to mark the questions. You remember how you were all putting
Yes.
stick-ons and all ki what you are going to study one day before exam, तभी class में mark कर लेते थे, मैम ये problem important है,
Yes.
इसमें सब एक साथ cover up हो जाएगा.
हाँ. We used to mark all the questions which had all the different kinds of adjustments and keep them, ready to, make it quick one day before the exam.
Great. I've seen you growing in front of me and you are doing awesome in your field. God bless you. Thank you so much for being here with us in the concept classes and sharing all your inputs with students. And you reach more great heights in your life. Lots of blessings and wishes. Thank you, Krupali. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Bye. Good night.
Bye. Good
Bye.
night. Have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So, isn't it great to listen to these students? And just this is like mesmerizing. I've seen them growing from foundation to inter to final. In final, that time I was not teaching DT, but like I have guided them over this period a lot, right? So that's what kept them motivating. And make sure you all join Telegram group. And so many of you, if you have not taken a printout, Capital Gain is having superb example. ये मैं खुद बोल रही हूँ, आप बोलोगे कल क्लास में, ठीक है? तो आप जल्दी से कैपिटल गेन के लिए प्रिंट आउट ले लो, join the Telegram group so that if there's a sudden change, you will come to know, right? Wish you all the best. Thank you so much. That's all for today. Good night, all of you. See you all tomorrow. If you have joined late, थोड़ा रात में जाग के ये क्लास देख लो so that you are at par with. वो पेंडिंग कभी खत्म नहीं होगा, तो उसको ना खा जाना है, उसको देख ही लेना है आज, ठीक है? Bye bye all of you.